Hi, lesbians and gays. Did you know that we're redefining what it means to be lesbian and gay? I didn't, but I guess we are. Actually, that's not true. I kind of did. I kind of did because there was this video that came out, and oh my gosh, I can't believe at the time I was laughing about it, and I lost my mind, and I still can't believe he said it. Andrew Tate of all people. He did this thing. It was this video comparison. It was so cringe, but he was like, tell me what's gay. Hulk Hogan or Megan Fox with a dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy. Because Hulk Hogan's still Hulk Hogan, but Megan Fox, you can just move that shit out of the way. And it was so funny. I ran around sharing that video because there was this whole remix song made out of it, and it was just so funny. And then, eventually I started thinking a lot more on just different things that were happening and all the different things. And on the left, we love to say this whole entire thing of don't appropriate things. You're appropriating. We're really making sure that we're not appropriating various cultures' things, right? That's supposed to be our movement, right? So one thing I really noticed then, especially as I was on dating apps, and seeing people talk about just kind of confusion in general when they're on these dating apps and not understanding when they have listed that they are trans man or trans woman, or there's a lot of people kind of getting confused into this because they think they're coming in from the kink world trying to get a trans woman, and now they're starting to mix around all these different words and terms and stuff. And the people who are really getting caught up in the crossfire are the trans people, and I would say mainly lesbians. Not trans people who think they're lesbians. What I mean is actual lesbians. I don't think that gay men have it so hard. I think that trans men have it very difficult in this situation because they feel very rejected when gay men don't want them. But gay men will just be like, "No, I don't want you, bitch. You don't got a dick." That's what they'll say. At the end of the day, I just kind of say you're barking up the wrong tree unless you got. Girls are cute. Girls are fun. But I don't know. There is a thing called genital preference, and that is not. Genital preference is not bigoted. It's not transphobic. It's not any kind of obic. It is literally an orientation. We have said literally since before I was born, fighting for our rights through blood, sweat, we have said orientation. You are born this way. You either like it or you don't. You can't make someone like what you have. And by trying to coerce that person into liking what you have, you are kind of doing a form of sexual assault. You are coercing someone into a physical situation or trying to get that. We don't allow people to catcall anymore. If we're allowed to go out and say, lesbians, you're transphobic unless you date me because I'm a lesbian. I'm not a lesbian. Even if I did date women for long-term purposes, I wouldn't call myself a lesbian. Trans women, if you want to call yourself a transbian, I think that I've heard lesbians say that they're okay with that one. Now, I don't want to speak on behalf of lesbians, but I think from what I've seen that one is a little bit more acceptable. Back to the appropriation thing and appropriating. We can't appropriate words that have been used. You can't. You can't appropriate words because for some reason you don't want to call yourself whatever. I don't understand it. Why are you appropriate? So two trans women. I need two trans women who are in a relationship together to answer this. Why do you need to say that you're lesbian instead of saying that you're in a gay relationship? Because you see yourself as a woman. That's fine. But gay is not about gender. Gay is about sexuality. It's about X, Y, X, Y. You're taking something that has nothing to do with shots fired at you, and you're making it shots fired at you. And then you feel a way about it. But you don't have to. Nobody's shooting the shots at you. Nobody is doing this anymore. It's not fair. And it's not fair to call lesbians transphobic because they don't want to date you. And when I did put myself in dating pools, the very first line anytime that a chick swiped on me was, "Did you read my bio and that I'm trans and I'm probably not what you're looking for?" In fact, everyone that swiped on me, I said, "Did you read my bio and see that I'm trans?" It's just, if it was a woman, I put in that extra little specifier. We cannot sit here and say that gender preference is wrong. It's not wrong. It's literally what we have fought. We ended, or at least pushed very hard to end conversion therapy places on the argument that genital preference is real. Like, you can't say this, because if you say this, you are pulling the foundation out of quite literally everything that we elders have built. And that's why we're getting so upset that these things keep getting hijacked. These words, these movements, they keep getting appropriated by pop culture. This is pop culture. I swear they don't teach people things anymore. They don't teach things about objective time and how things work in society. It blows my mind. We are in the middle of a pop culture fad, and everybody is pushing so hard on a pop culture fad that we are losing sight of what it even means to be lesbian, gay, or bi. It's like we've become so ashamed with ourselves that we're afraid to admit it, so we instead bend words around and play these secret little word games and confuse people who have no idea what we're talking about. Why? Why are we doing this?